Hello and welcome back to episode 32 of Unknown to World Known, Club 7 kind of, because it's World Cup time. And I have played the group stage off camera because it seemed a little bit pointless. We qualified and we're here for the second round. So in the group stage, it was quite a comfortable pair of wins. We beat Uzbekistan 2-0 with quite a rotated side, and then we also beat South Africa 2-1. It was just a last minute goal for them, so it wasn't really anything to be concerned about. We're here to play Japan today in the second round, and should we win, we will play either DR Congo or Spain in the third round. So hopefully we'll be meeting Congo, which would be preferable out of them two. But let's go and play Japan first of all. So the lineup for today, we have Herbert in goal, a back four of James, Bevis, Iron and Dingwall. Alexander-Arnold is in the holding midfield slot, Mount and Foden in front of him, then Greenwood on the right, McKenzie on the left and PSA up front. We've made a couple of changes to what would be our strongest 11, particularly Bevis coming in along with James and also somewhat Mount. We've gone quite strong with the front three. My general idea here is let's kill the game off in the first half and bring PSA off, for example, because we know how good he is at goal scoring and we want to keep him fit all the way through the tournament. And hopefully we'll be going all the way. Although, little mistake from James there that he does recover quite handily from, and Herbert plays it out calmly to Dingwall, who looked for an ambitious ball down the wing to McKenzie, who was never really getting there. And Japan are able to come back upfield, but Iron sends it back over the top. Greenwood is headed down to PSA, who's in on goal and makes it 1-0. And straight away we're going to just lower the tempo. We're going to tell them to be more expressive, but we know we can control the game from here, and hopefully that's exactly what we'll look to do. It's just very non-league style, that is. Just booting it up to somebody who heads it down. But we don't care, we'll take it. 1-0 in the second round. Germany absolutely crushed Colombia earlier in the day, and then South Africa and Scotland went all the way to penalties. And at a quick glance, I think South Africa have qualified there. Ball towards the far post from McKenzie, and Greenwood makes it 2-0. And now we look very comfortable. Obviously, we've got a long way to go in this game, but that's a very positive pair of goals. They're pretty back-to-back as well. Never mind, they were 12 minutes apart. It's amazing how the highlights can really throw you off the time between two highlights. Japan trying to strike straight back, get down the right-hand side dangerously, and I'm pretty sure Trent's just given away a penalty, which is nice of him. Listening to VAR, and it is a penalty. And that's a very silly thing to do from Trent. Sato steps up and buries his penalty. 2-1, so we need to be aware. Japan not going to go down easily. We're going to fire them up. It was a very good penalty, to be fair, as well. Right in the corner, nothing Herbert could do about it. The ball comes forward and Japan managed to head it down to Suzuki. It's crossed to Surumi, who's found Sato in behind, and Herbert falls into another save. And all of a sudden, we look a little bit unsure at the back there. And now we've got corners to deal with as well, which comes in. Iron heads that away very easily. And we end up with a throw in. Dingwall throws it to McKenzie. Back to Dingwall, who crosses it in. PSA heads just over the bar. But a very, very dangerous header. And we know how PSO can be with his record-breaking performance in the Euros, despite going out in the third round. And we reach half-time. It's 2-1. And contrary to the plan, we haven't really got into a position where we can bring anyone off. But on the flip side, they're all looking very fit. We managed to get Rashford here as well. He's actually retiring after the World Cup now. He was going to be retiring at the end of June. We managed to get him to stay on for another half a month. We're going to bring Mackenzie off for Sucklam due to that knock that he's got. We don't want to risk that at all. Get him straight off the pitch, and then Iron for Dugdale is another one that I think we are going to go with, because Dugdale is the other best centre-back, so swap him off. Bevis finishes the game off alongside him, but then we've got Dugdale and Dugdale and Iron for the next round. And we are also going to bring Mount off for Bellingham. Ideally, I wanted to bring Foden off for Bellingham, but at 2-1, I don't want to withdraw too many of our best players. Dingwall throws it into Foden, and it ends up with Sucklam, who drives it along the ground. Greenwood's at the far post and buries it. I think that may have been a cross from Sucklam, a shot from Sucklam, if I'm being honest. But 3-1, we are now home and dry. Let's have a little look. Oh, I'm still not sure there. I'm going to say it was a shot anyway. And on that note, we are able to drop the defence and just see out these last few minutes comfortably. 3-1, through to the next round we go. Very good performance. We controlled the game from start to finish, really. South Africa did go through on penalties there, although Hutchinson not helping his team. Let's go and see who we play in the third round and how we get on. It is Spain who we play in the third round. They obliterated the Democratic Republic of Congo 5-1. So we line up today with Herbert in goal, Howarth, Dugdale, Iron and Dingwall. Finneran is the holding midfielder this time, with Bellingham and Foden in front of him, Greenwood on the right, Sucklam on the left, and then Brock up front. PSA is on the bench, ready to come into action should we need him. Pedri, our Bayern Munich player, is in there, as is Ocampo, although he's playing in a holding midfield. Fran also there. Not much in the way of our Barcelona team, however. Jorge on the bench, Gerard, Nico. They're mostly bench players, which is unusual for Spain when you look at them in real life. But quite a few from my Bayern Munich team, which is interesting. Foden plays it back to Dingwall and back into Foden. Ball goes in. Bellingham, less than a minute on the clock. We are leading Spain, who, of course, in the Nations League last year, was it in the Nations League? I think it might have been in the Euros, actually, 2 years ago. We absolutely obliterated Spain. So they don't like us, but we love playing against them from the looks of it, as we get an early goal. Germany beat South Africa 4-1. That was a pretty handy result for them. Pedri's on the ball here. Jose Antonio crosses the ball towards the far post, but it goes all the way past Fati, and he plays it back to Gannett. Ball over the top towards Fati, but Herbert is there to collect it and rolls it out to Dugdale, who sends it out to Sucklam on the left-hand side. He shrugs off the first man, and he's going to have a run. Plays it back to Dingwall. Finneran with a chance to pick a pass. Bellingham sends it back to Dugdale. He finds Howarth, who plays through Greenwood. Oh, and Greenwood hits the post. It was so good. But unfortunately, doesn't result in anything. We've now got a free kick, which Foden is stood over. strikes it, hits the post. Iron's there to make it 2-0. I was waiting for the referee to indicate it was offside, but he never does so. And a fantastic free kick from Foden that he's unlucky with. And then Iron just by far the quickest to react. It's 2-0. And we continue to enjoy playing against Spain. In the 21st minute, they're trying to hit us on the counter-attack while also going more attacking. Okay. Ball towards the far post. Oh my goodness, what a save from Traore. Iron headed it down for Greenwood. And that is ridiculous to save from Traore. Foden crosses it in, but Cavlo clears it away easy enough. And that is the end of the highlight. We're approaching half-time here. And we haven't managed to add a third, although we've got a chance here with Foden crossing it in. Asenjo heads away and Iron collects it deep. Plays it across to Dugdale, and now Howarth tries to send it into the box from deep, but it's poor, and Carlos Alberto breaking now. Asenjo gets on the ball, but instantly dispossessed by Iron and Dugdale. Suklom now on the ball. He finds Greenwood on the right-hand side, who's played it out to Howarth and then heads into the box himself, plays it short to Bellingham, who gets into the box and makes it 3-0 before half-time. And we are running away with this just a little bit. And maybe today is where we make a half-time sub to rest players for what should be the quarter-final at this stage. I think Greenwood is going to be the first one that we bring off, and then Foden won't be far behind him. But a fantastic first half there, and we send PSA on. No, we're going to send Sancho on. It'll be fine. Sancho as a trequartista on the right-hand side. And then shortly we'll be looking at bringing Foden off, probably around the 60th minute. And that's exactly what we're going to do because we need him for the next round. We're going to send Mount on, and then Bellingham can be the Mazzala. Mount can go on as the box-to-box because he's a bit more of a utility player than what Bellingham is. And then we've got 20 minutes to go. And we're at a point here where it's looking less and less likely Spain do anything in this game. We're going to bring Finneran off for Trent just to avoid anything else going on there. Lower the tempos. In transition, we're going to start to hold our shape. Out of possession, we're going to start to drop a bit deeper. And just really relax for the rest of the next 15 minutes. And just make sure we keep control of the ball and see our way through. We've got a throw in here, which Howarth throws to Mount. He goes back to Trent, who goes back to Dugdale. And this is kind of exactly what we want, just taking our time. Mount, Bellingham, Brock gets a shot off, but it is blocked by, I think that might be Fran. It is. He clears it to the edge. Mount from the edge of the area shoots, and it's just wide. It's nearly 4-0. But more than comfortable here. Mount with a late free kick sends it in. Iron's in there, and Traore got a save, but it fell straight back to Iron, who a centre-back getting a brace in a World Cup third round. I bet that doesn't happen very often. Again, his reactions are just so much better than everyone else in the box. And it's 4-0 Spain. Next year, 0.62. They never got going at all. We absolutely tore them apart. Sorry, Fran and Pedri and Ocampo. You just weren't good enough. What a result. Let's go and see who we've got in the quarter-final. So here we are. we will be playing the winner of Bulgaria and France in the quarterfinal. I would imagine it's probably going to be France, although I'd be very happy if it's Bulgaria. Let's have a look who comes out on top in this one. It is going to be France, but they've played 120 minutes. So they are going to be absolutely knackered when we play them. And hopefully the fact that they're going into this game on the back of that will mean we can take advantage of that and really tear them apart. What we will have to do, though, is we'll find that out tomorrow. And then, of course, if we win that, we've got a semi-final against Ukraine, Cameroon, Algeria, or Ukraine. I mean, you'd think England or France are in the World Cup final then, most likely. I would certainly hope so. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit like down below and comment how you think we're going to do in the rest of this World Cup. Are we going to reach the quarterfinal and then go out? Are we going to reach the semi-final and get knocked out? Or are we going to go all the way to the final and win? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Also, don't forget, tomorrow, 5 p.m, St. Albans Take to the Skies makes its debut on the channel, which means we'll be back with the next episode of Unknown to World Known on Tuesday, with the quarterfinal and semi-final, hopefully, and then hopefully the final on Thursday, which means next Saturday we'll be back with Bayern Munich or another club, depending on if we can find a team where they go managerless because of the World Cup firings. Hopefully that will be the case. And subscribe if you are enjoying the series. Hit the notification bell. You don't want to miss St. Albans tomorrow. And thank you very much for watching.